Hi, Paula Vandervoort here with Gentry Boxers and the Dog Breeder Store. And I want to talk about using a swimming pool as your nursery. I have never done this before, but I have done it this time for this litter. And this is, kind of considered to be a backyard breeder type thing. And I have a very high-end nursery. There's tours of my nursery on the Dog Breeder channel. But we wanted to have Grace in our bedroom this time so we could sleep in our own bed when the babies are little. So I actually made a pretty big investment in this. I bought the largest swimming pool available during the summertime when they were, out in the stores. And then I bought 2 sets of this cover for the pool. These are made by Far More Shade. And let me see if I can show you what's underneath here real quickly. So Grace is helping me show you. There's actually a bed underneath here. It's thick. And then there's the pool noodles to act as a pig rail. Grace is looking for a puppy underneath here. But this is really thick. It's really comfortable. It's comfortable for us to sit on. And it's comfortable for her. And we won't use it for very long. But, we change the pads several times a day and we wash it. Put a new one on. But I'm really liking this for a temporary nursery. And, I don't think that people should look down on somebody using a swimming pool for this stage of development with puppies, because it does give them the chance to be sleeping right next to you. And especially if you do it right, don't put them in a pool with nothing in it, and let them get cold. There's a heat source underneath this that is in the middle of it. There's a heating pad that stays on all the time. You need to make sure that your heating pads are the kind that stay on. Most of the modern ones these days turn themselves off to protect people from being burned. And we had to test a whole lot of heating pads before we found ones we could offer in the Dog Breeder Store that don't turn themselves off. And we left them on for a week and we gauged the temperatures on them to make sure. And often it doesn't say anything on the box about it. So that's what's underneath here. And it is on a pretty high temperature. These puppies, you can see, are all against the edges. So we don't have to keep the room super warm and get too hot for her and us. They're very comfortable in here and they're not getting any drafts. So I'm going to say thumbs up on this kind of a setup for newborns. And I don't know how long we'll keep them in here, but we will move them into the big nursery when it's appropriate to do that. And in the meantime, thank you for watching.